You know, when you have your three guys that have been the rock of our team, Zuby, Bryce, and Dylan Mitchell, not play well, and your defense is there against a very tough basketball team, and your point guard, who was a little shaky with his confidence prior to yesterday, totally dominates the game. It's an amazing feeling, and I'm so proud of Dylan. I told Joe something before the game, man, I need you to rebound, and he got us 9 rebounds. So the two of these guys played terrific on a night when the other guys didn't have it. But what I said to guys in the locker room, you know, certain nights you may not have it, but your defense has got to win it for you, and it did. And this young man just took over the game at the point guard position, and I'm real proud of him.
Dylan, after the Iona game, Coach had said starting Sunday he was going to work with you and kind of break down everything and fix things. Can you just kind of describe the last 48 hours since Sunday until now to have you have this performance tonight?
Yeah, I mean, Coach just told me to play with confidence because he has confidence in me, my teammates do, so why shouldn't I? And then he also just told me to put arc on my jump shot, so for the past 2 days I've been working, overemphasizing putting arc on my jump shot, and I got something to fall tonight.
Joe-san, you looked much more comfortable shooting the ball tonight. You had a very good night from the three-point line. What do you think was attributed to how comfortable you looked out there?
I feel like I'm always comfortable. It's just when I'm playing hard on defense, it translates to my offense.
Dylan, what's been like? Was it you and Coach working on the arc on the shot, or?
I just think it was me believing in it. I put in a lot of extra reps over the past 2 days, overemphasizing it, and I went out there. I was confident in it, and didn't think about it, and just shot it.
Was it a relief to see a few go in?
Was.
What did that feel like?
Felt good. Can't lie to you. Felt good.
Joe-san, we haven't gotten a ton of time to talk to you during the season, but you know, Coach Patino has often said that like the progress that you've been making during the season has been, you know, pretty significant. Can you sort of share with us like how you feel about your game and how it's progressed during the season?
I'll say I just been mainly focusing on just playing hard in practice and just finding different ways to score instead of just being an on-ball scorer and just doing the little stuff that helps the team win.
Dylan, I mean, your first experience in a Big East game, you know, people say the physicality, the toughness, just what did you think of your first Big East game?
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I don't really have too much to say. I had a lot of fun. I thought we played great team defense tonight, and looks like we rebounded the ball decent, and just happy to get out of here with a win.
Joe-san, how much of a emphasis have you put on rebounding more? You know, that was something Coach has harped on, and you had 9 today where you're hoping, I'm sure, to get that 10th, but how much of a focus has it been for you to rebound more?
It's been a real focus for me because, you know, the coaching staff has just been on me about rebounding and hitting my man for the rebound. And just I've been real focused on that.
Joe-san and Dylan, one of the things you guys did really well tonight was the rotations and cutting off the passing lanes. Is this something that you guys have been practicing with Coach, or was it just more intuition as you get comfortable in the season?
Yeah, like I said before, just Coach showing me different ways to score, like on cuts and stuff like that.
I think that's just something that we've emphasized during practice, and I feel like every single day we're getting better, especially with guys like Joe-san who are improving drastically. So especially him and Ian, we're just when they get better, the team defense gets better, and we've been able to turn up our defense as of lately, I think.
Go ahead, Roger.
Guys, you're both new to the team, and this season, and you saw them hang the banner up after the first game. This is your first Big East contest. You guys are defending a championship. Can you sort of share what your thoughts are about like the idea of defending the title?
I would just say we try not to think about that. We just try to focus on every single day, trying to get better and better. So hopefully by the end of the season, we're able to achieve something like that for this team. So just focusing on getting better and better each day, and not looking too far ahead, because that's those hefty expectations.
Yeah, what he said.
No, not at all. Honestly, it was super deserving. I mean, Ian's improved. Ian deserved it. And honestly, it was something that I looked forward to coming off the bench, just trying a different approach. And it was something that, honestly, I kind of wanted. And I was happy for him, and he's been playing super well, and I've really nothing else to say.
You're good, guys.
Rick, you've been very complimentary of Dylan Darling, saying that he had the best accolades of anybody coming in. Did you envision as quick of a turnaround or as quick of an improvement from how he'd been playing the past 3 or 4 games to what he was going to show tonight?
I was just really surprised that a veteran ball player like that would lose his confidence like that. Really surprised. So my conversation with both him and Dylan Mitchell, I brought him to the gym and said, look, Steph Curry shoots at the biggest rim in the NBA. You guys are shooting at about 40% of the rim. And I showed him, I started shooting the ball myself and showing what I want them to do in terms of bringing the ball straight up towards the ceiling and then releasing it. And I had him do it from 15 feet. And they both did an excellent job. I said, that's the feeling, and I had him shoot a set shot. I said, that's the feeling you have to have, and now you got to work on it before you go out, but the ball's got to go up and not at the rim. They were both shooting it, and both have made progress in a short period of time, but they were both shooting at a small rim. And then I said to Dylan today, I said, Dylan, what I don't understand is you're so much more valuable than scoring the basketball. You go by pressure, you see the court, you're a pest defensively, you get to the floor for loose balls better. So you got to be the toughest guy that makes people better. And if you score, you score. But there's so much more to you than just scoring. And I think when people take that, I think when Bryce gets that mentality and does other things, his game's going to come in a much better way.
Did you sense Dylan got that confidence back in the drills and the conversations, or was it he needed to see the first 2 go through their basket tonight, and that's when
I
his
think a
confidence...
combination of both.
Rick, Ian didn't really play much in the second half. He okay, or that was just you wanted
How
to
could you even
ride?
say that when that's Dylan's position?
What?
Do I need to explain that to you?
What?
That's Dylan's position tonight,
Okay.
Ian. So you wanted Ian to play
No,
over
I'm just
Dylan?
asking because he barely played in the
it's
second
obvious
half.
that Dylan was playing great.
Okay.
Ian wasn't playing necessarily great defensively. And Dylan was dominating. I think you can answer your own questions without asking me questions.
You played them together too.
Yeah, but I think at this point in time we needed great defense out there.
Okay.
And he didn't do anything wrong at all. But we're just trying to win a Big East game. And I wish you'd stop asking that about Ian. Get on another player. Hop on another horse.
You mentioned the front court, Rick. What did you just see? Especially with Bryce.
Well,
last few games doesn't seem like he's.
he's just got to pick up his effort level. A guy of his talent without a rebound, he's just got to pick up his energy. he's going through the same thing. If scoring can't make you do other things, that's why Zuby and Dylan Mitchell bring so many other things to the table. If they're not scoring, they bring other things to the table, and he's got to learn that. He's got to pick it up right now.
Rick, when you say that you were surprised that Darling, a veteran player like Darling, would lose his confidence, are you describing something that was simply something that you saw in the way that he was playing, or did he communicate things also to you that
No,
told you it?
he didn't. I just put him in and talked to him and said how valuable he is, and just pumped him up, and told him you're so much more valuable than shooting the basketball. I said Dylan Mitchell is the most valuable asset we have on the team, and he's not a shooter. So you got to look at other people on this basketball team, and there's more to your game than just shooting. And you could shoot, but your arc is going to have to improve. You're going to have to shoot at a bigger rim, and tonight he had very good arc.
Also, at the start of the season, you made a big point, particularly after the loss to Alabama, about guards not rebounding. Can you sort of speak to the progress that you've seen Shannon make in that
He
department?
made great progress, and Ian's got to do a better job there. He just stood there about 3 times without hitting somebody. He's got to do a better job there as well. The two of them have great size. They're both 6'5". They're both very athletic. And Josun's really gotten a lot better. Defensively, rebounding. He can score. He can shoot. He can put it on the floor. He can pass. He probably, skill-wise, has the most skills in the team. He can do the most things.
Rick, you guys came in with a game plan, and it seemed like there was a lot of intensity in the first half with the players executing. But you were also in the ears of a few players, and it seemed like there were some things you weren't happy with them getting. But again, from the intensity
You're drawing
standpoint,
this conclusion
yeah, from
based on?
the intensity standpoint, what
With
was
me?
it that you were seeing that you wanted to
My
correct?
intensity?
Well, your intensity is always there. What was it that you wanted to see in your players that you weren't seeing?
I just think that DePaul, Providence, Georgetown, Butler, Xavier, Villanova, it's a new ball game, and it's going to be tough for us to beat those teams, and we got to play the defense like we did tonight, and get those performances, regardless of Zach's line that he always looks at. It's not going to be that way. We're getting rated on last year's team. This is totally different. We're not last year's team. We're a team that's going to grow, get better. But today, everybody it's my son Richard has 13 new players. 13. We've got 8. Seton Hall probably has 7 or 8. Villanova's probably got 12. So, but all these teams can play this year. And I don't pay any attention to the fact that people think we should beat them, because as I watched DePaul play, the whole coaching staff said, these guys are tough and they're really good. And last year were a lot of teams that I wouldn't have said that about. But this year, even though we haven't as a league beaten a lot of teams, these teams can play this year. There's going to be a lot of teams with records with a couple of games over 500 that are splitting.
And the second part of that is there was a marked improvement in your guards getting underneath and getting skinny, to something you mentioned earlier against some of the SEC opponents. Was that something you were especially looking for tonight in terms of how they rotated and got
Well,
through
their
the
defense
picks?
is so tough and is so physical. They don't switch as much. So you got to run through the physicality. We got a lot of good passes. On the break tonight, we were 12 for 19, and that was really good. In the half court, we struggled a little bit because we didn't have much of a low post game, and they were very physical.
So, Coach Patino, this weekend you have a big contest coming up with another SEC opponent in Kentucky. How do you feel the team can improve this week during practice to prepare for that game?
Well, Kentucky is very big. They're plus 10 on the glass. They rebound the ball great. They're terrific on defense. It'll be a hell of a game. It'll be a tough game. We know that. When you go to Atlanta, they call it in Kentucky and Lexington, they call it Catlanta. They'll have about 6,000-7,000 of their fans. So it'll be somewhat of a road game, but that's okay. We're playing good defense right now. I think it'll be a very good basketball game. All right?
Rick, with Dylan, when he makes a few shots early, how much do you think that changes and opens up things for him? He was getting past guys tonight after hitting those. Like, if he could, you obviously don't necessarily need to hit 3 or 4 threes a game, but if he could at least keep the defense.
I think that was a major factor in why he played so well, because his confidence grew from making shots. But whether it's Bryce, Dylan Mitchell, we got to get guys out of that mindset. Got to get them the mindset. If you're open, shoot the ball. If you go 0 for 5, it's not a big deal. Play great defense, rebound the basketball, make the next 3 or 4. We got to get that mindset. Now, Josan and Oziah have that mindset. They never met a shot they didn't like. So they have that mindset. We just got to get everybody with that mindset. I thought Ruben played with great confidence tonight. He was terrific in doing a lot of things. So the defense, look, I'm happy. If the defense keeps playing like this, we're going to have a very good season. But we just got to get Bryce Hopkins and a few other guys playing with more confidence, like Dylan Darling did tonight.